Hi there, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a whole Holo Taco nail polish haul. Very excited. I picked up 2 of the new Multichromes. I also picked up some other polishes from her older collections, and we're gonna try them on. I'm gonna give you my first impressions, and then maybe later on I'm gonna update you on the wear. I do have a comment to make about the rainbow collection. I have the purple one and I've applied it 2 times, and I noticed maybe it's the dark color, and I bought another one that's also a little bit dark, but it chipped pretty easily on the edges, like on the edge of my nail. And but I think it's a pretty formula. I just noticed chipping really easily, but you know, I'm not an expert nail polish applier, so it also just could be me. If you're really good at applying things in very even thin coats, then maybe you won't have that problem, but I did notice some chipping with the rainbow collection. But we're gonna get into the multi-chrome formula, which is gonna be different, and I wanted to showcase a whole multi-chrome look for you. I have some multi-chrome eyeshadow on. I mixed a couple shades from Cleona and Chaos Cosmetics, and I'm looking a little bit dramatic, I have to say, but I just wanted you to have the full shifty experience today. Fragrance of the day, we have Maison Margiela Jazz Club. I thought I didn't have this, but I have a little bit left. This is a great fall fragrance because it's like really moody and sexy, and like you're gonna sip some bourbon in the corner, in a dark corner of a bar. Like, it's really nice. It is a little bit more masculine leaning. I think you can tell from the words I'm using to describe it. It's moody, it's musky, but I think anybody can wear it, really. It's not like too masculine. It does definitely evoke a mood, and I think it's nice for fall. So if you haven't tried Maison Margiela, I think this one is particularly widely loved, so check it out. All right, so before I start applying, I just want to show you the sugar scrub I used just a moment ago to sort of get my hands prepared. This is from KB Shimmer, and this is the raspberry vanilla sugar scrub. It smells really good, and anytime I change out my polish, I like to do a quick scrub in the sink, just my hands, but you can also use this for pedicures on your legs, ankles, feet, and it just smells so fruity and delicious. Let's get on to what I purchased. First off, I want to show you the Holo Taco Protective Peel. I've never tried anything like this, and I was really intrigued when she showed how this works. So I'm hoping I don't have to use this sort of tool around the edges of my nail to clean up my polish, because normally what I've been doing is dipping this into nail polish remover to clean up the edges. But it is kind of a messy process to do that, so I'm hoping this works. You essentially just paint it around your nail and then pull it off after you're all done. So we're gonna try that out. I also have 2 new multi-chromes. So I picked up Cat's Evasion. That is this guy here. It's purple and green shift, and I think you can only see purple in this light, but it does have some green. I also picked up Mist Shift, and this one is definitely more green and then kind of leans purple, but I think you can only see the green. And for me, these were the most interesting looking shades of the group. She has 3 other options, but I thought these were the coolest. And then I picked up another holographic polish. This is the Linear Holo Taco. I believe I bought a slightly different version last time I did a haul from them. I also picked up one of the rainbow, another color from the rainbow collection, and this is the one I originally wanted but was sold out when I purchased it when it came out. This is Magenta Jelly. So the first time I got purple slushy, now I have magenta. And then the remaining two are just a base coat and a topper. So this is the smoothing base, and this is the super glossy taco. Now I have the regular glossy, but I wanted the super one. Again, when I ordered the first time, a lot of this stuff was sold out, so second time around I got to pick up more things that I wanted. I do have a couple dupes for the Multichromes to show you, and these are from ILNP, I Love Nail Polish, and I thought these were the closest, but there is some slight differences, but I wanted to like swatch them on a napkin so you guys could see how close they are. But it looks like up close the Holo Taco has more sort of sparkle in it than the ILNP, and I don't think you can see that on camera, but we will get into that later. Let's talk about packaging and shipping and all of that detail. I got 2 boxes with all these nail polishes and stuff in them, and they have nice foam padding, nice boxes. Everything came perfect, nothing broken, and I ordered them the day of the Multichrome launch, and I got them. It took like a week to process, which happened like the last time I ordered. So the processing time's a little long with Holo Taco, but then it shipped out and came within a week after that processing. So about 2 weeks to get my order. The first launch though, the rainbow launch, it took like 3 weeks, definitely longer time. I don't know if, you know, this launch wasn't as popular for some reason. I'm not really sure, but definitely a good experience either way. Alright, so I'm going to start with the smoothing base just to kind of show you what it's like, give you my first impressions of it. And it's this kind of milky color. And I have tried the peely base and the long-lasting base. I have those as well. I don't like the peeling base. It definitely makes the life of your polish much shorter, in my opinion. It just makes everything lift a lot faster. So that one isn't for me, and I didn't really know what it was for, honestly. I thought it was this, and which I just forgot to put on. Alright, so we did the thumb. I'm gonna stop and put the protective peel on because I totally forgot. But yeah, the peely base, I'm not going to collect my nail polish. So I thought it was actually the protective base, but it wasn't. So this is a weird pink milky formula, and we're just going to apply this around my nail, I guess. I don't really know how this works, or if I'm applying too much, or what this is about. I guess it's latex. I don't know, but this is weird. That's what it looks like. Am I supposed to shake this? I obviously like didn't do my research, but I'm just gonna go ahead and paint this around my nail, and hopefully I don't get it on my actual nail. Didn't really think about that. I didn't even know something like this exists, to be honest. I'm guessing it's supposed to dry clear because that's what's happening. Like the pink goes away. I thought this would smell a lot more, and it doesn't, which is good, but I do have a window open, so that helps. So this is what's happening. I'm trying to put it underneath my nail because I also have issues with getting it under there. Now I'm feeling a little bit sticky. So I will say this feels weird, definitely weird. It starts to get tacky and sticky. I'm just going to continue to apply the smoothing base because I don't really want to wait that long for this to dry. I think I have a feeling I'm going to like this base the most, because I don't have the smoothest surface in nails, and like the ends kind of like fray, and are not the nicest, cleanest ends. I don't really know how to file my nails properly, so I kind of get chipped and frayed tips like super easy. I'm just removing excess polish, not really worried about what's on my skin. I just don't want like a huge clump in the corner that's not gonna dry. Alright, we have our base down. I'm gonna let that dry and I'll be back and we're gonna try our nail polishes. My smoothing base is dry. I ended up pulling off most of the protective peel because I don't know if it's because I'm doing my own nails, but if you touched your other finger and they both had this sticky stuff on it, you essentially like pulled off the latex. So I have like all these strings that were just catching on my other fingers, and then it was affecting the base coat, and that was still drying, and it was getting the stuff in my nail polish. But even though when it was dry, like when I would touch my other hand, it just essentially would stick to each other and then pull the latex off. So I don't know if you guys have tried anything similar to this and you've run into that problem and how you fixed it, or maybe this doesn't really work. I think in theory it's supposed to work as long as your hands are always like this and you're not kind of touching each other's hand, but it's pretty hard when you're trying to apply nail polish to yourself. So I don't know. I think in theory, as I said, it does work. You can see it, but as long as you don't really touch the other nails, and maybe you shouldn't go all the way around the edge with it. I'm going to be applying 2 colors only. I decided today, just the multichromes. I think I'm going to try these other 2 in another video just because I want the focus today to be on the multichromes, and this isn't going to be necessarily that exciting by itself. It's kind of like a topper. This is the linear Holo taco, and then I have the Magenta Jelly. I think this should be on its own. I do have some paper swatches of those on some tissue, but we will check that out in a bit. So I want to go ahead and start with Mist Shift. This is the green to purple one. And I'm gonna apply it and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm excited. So here we go. I know I'm not like the best nail video because I don't have like an overhead camera to like show you as I apply. But so multichromes I've tried before from ILNP. And this is kind of doing the same thing as those. It's a different formula, as you can imagine. And I find that you don't want to go over the same area a bunch of times, because then it starts drying and then your polish starts moving around, which I am experiencing right now. And I don't think it's Holo taco. I think it's just this is how it is. That doesn't look so great, but this is just our first layer. So what I mean is when you start going over the same spots, the polish moves around and then it can dry and get clumpy. So you can see that maybe a little bit of clumpiness there, but this is just the first coat, and I know you can only see green right now, but it does shift to this purple color. So I'm going to apply this to the rest of my fingers and give you any additional comments. Alright, this is the first coat of Mist Shift, and not the best application, of course, but you know, what I experienced on my thumb, I experienced on the rest of my nails. This is not easy to apply, and it's not of the fault of the brand. I think from the other multichrome formulas I have tried, this is pretty normal, and you're probably going to think when you start applying, like, what the heck is wrong with this formula? This is how multichromes are. They are a challenge because they are just a different formulation, and Yeah, I think though when by the time I'm done, I'm gonna be fine with it. It just looks a little bit, you know, streaky and uneven and bumpy. But we're gonna move on to the next shade, Cat's Evasion. And if you watched Simply Neological's video, this was originally named Tax Evasion, but they didn't want to be too controversial with that name, so doing Cat's Evasion. So if you are really careful to not apply over the same area twice, you're probably not going to have much of an issue with this polish. But if you're like me, who is not great at nail polish application, who needs to go over the same area more than once, this is going to be tricky for you. This is the other shade. They're kind of opposites, but not quite. So this is purple, and then it shifts to kind of this greenish bronzy gold, and you're gonna have to trust me on that as I take photos later, but yeah, really pretty. Both of these are really pretty. I don't know that everyone is gonna love these. I think in theory people are gonna like them, but once they get them on, you might feel like these are really dark and moody shades, because they have kind of this dark behind them. They're more kind of a metallic, chromy kind of a deal. And I know that's not really everyone's cup of tea. They're a little bit more dramatic and flashy, but if you like that, I think you're gonna appreciate these colors. But you know, they're not your French manicure color. Alright, that is the first coat of Cat's Evasion. Kind of matches my eyeshadow. This formula is really similar to the ILNP one. I wonder if they're like made in the same place. Probably know that, but I don't. Yeah, this is what we're working with here. I'm of course gonna do some more coats, but while we wait for them to dry, I want to show some comparisons. Over here we have Mischief from Holo Taco, and this is Serene from ILNP. And you can see the similarities. Holo Taco looks a little bit darker, and ILNP looks a little bit more shiny. But very similar colors. They shift to very similar colors. And then this is Cat's Evasion, and this is Cameo from ILNP. Same sort of idea in shades. They both shift to kind of a, I don't know, bronzy green. I think maybe these were applied a little bit heavier, the Holo Taco. But I don't know. I think you can just kind of see more shine in the ILNP more than Holo Taco. And it's funny because when you look at the formula in the bottle, at first glance I thought Holo Taco was more shiny. So it's just funny, like how close they are. And these two as well. So kind of funny. I also swatched the other two Holo Taco shades, and I know you can't really see the linear Holo, and then Magenta Jelly right there. I know, like, it's paper, it's not the best, but now you have an idea how close those shades, comparable shades are, I would say. I mean, I doubt many of you are going to notice a huge difference in these brands, but you know, I love it. I like the idea. These are probably I love green and purple. Like, it wouldn't really matter the brand, I would go for these shades. So I'm just feeling my left hand here, the one I did first. And I probably could go for another coat, but I'm gonna wait just because, ooh, yeah, some of those corners are applied a little bit thick. So yeah, that's the other thing. Like, this is kind of a thick polish. And again, another reason to not go over the same areas a lot, because then it takes longer to dry and you get clumping and stuff like that. So this is definitely not drying very quickly. A little bit slow to dry, not very super fast. I'll be back and we'll do another coat. Alright guys, I took a really long break in between coats, so my first coat really dried down pretty well. And this is the second coat, and I think it's much improved. I will say, you know, it is a thick formula, but all multichrome formulas are a bit thick. So because of that, I think if you're new to multichrome nail polishes, this may not be for you. You may not love it. It's not like super easy to apply, and it's easy to just get a really thick coat really easily. You have to be a little cautious when you're applying this, but look how pretty it is. I mean, there's that sort of setback, but it's a beautiful finish. I mean, I think I really like Miss Shift the most. Well, this one's okay, I think, because it's, I mean, this is the main color. You see the green, like in this light. I just like the shade of this one a little bit more. And this one's pretty too, though. I mean, look at my eyes, they match. I think if you like multichrome eyeshadow, like you're kind of drawn to that dramatic flare, I think nail polish is a, no question, easy transition for you. You're probably gonna like this too. Just know that it's a different beast, but you know, super pretty. I kind of want to try some different shades. I have some other colors. This is from ILNP, but they're both purple and blue, so nothing like really that different from these colors. But I want some other multichrome colors to come out, something different. But and I know Holo Taco had some other ones, but you know, those Shift didn't look as dramatic, so I wasn't like super into it. But you know, they look pretty. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna apply the super glossy taco and see how that sort of sets off these colors. You could also put on, like, you could put this on top. I don't really want to take away from what these actually look like, but you could put on like a Holo top coat. You could put on a Holo flaky. I really like the ones from Holo Taco, actually. I think they're really pretty. ILNP actually makes some multichrome sort of flaky polishes as well that you could top with these. That would look really pretty. But I mean, these by themselves, just nice jewel tones. This kind of combination reminds me of Mardi Gras, New Orleans. Kind of funny. I normally wouldn't do different polishes on different hands, but I wanted to show these off so you guys would get a sense of what they look like on an amateur applicator's hands. But yeah, I will be back. Second coat dried. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna put on my super glossy top coat. Taco. I just realized I was gonna change my toe nail polish, but once you do your nails, and it's pretty hard to remove any other polish without disturbing the ones on your hands. So if I was to tube my toes, I'd have to wear gloves, and I don't know if I want to do Just right away, this smells really strong, the top coat. It's like super nail polishy smell, very chemically. Seems a little bit thicker than the regular glossy taco, so hopefully it dries without like bubbling or anything like that. But it definitely makes things shine a little bit more. I know you probably cannot see that too well, but it is shinier. Ooh, that smell. Wow. I have a little bit of a remnants of the peel left in the corner of my nails and some of my nails. So I could see I have a little bit of bubbling because I applied the multichrome a little too thick, which makes sense because that's a thick polish. Alright, I think you just have to be patient with multichromes and do thin layers, do it over several hours. I find that doing my nails has been a lot easier during the work week, during the work day. If like, you know, while I'm working and typing, I just slowly do my nails layer by layer rather than like trying to do my nails all at once and just trying to rush through it because I want them to dry. Like having a while in between each coat really seems to help me. So this is 2 coats of multichrome plus super glossy taco. I think these are nice. I'm gonna do some shots of these polishes and like different lighting and stuff. Maybe you can kind of see a shift happening. Yeah, I'll have to show you guys what Magenta Jelly looks like in another video along with the linear Holo taco. But I'm impressed so far. I will have to also update you on the wear time of these and how easily or not easily these chip. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of it. I think if you like multichrome eyeshadow, you're gonna enjoy this nail polish. I would keep your expectations a little more reasonable when you first try it out. It is a different formula, it's a bit thicker, it's not the fault of Holo taco. As I said, ILNP has very similar shades and a very similar formula, and I imagine a lot of multichromes out there are going to be very similar to this. Alright guys, let me know if you have any questions. If you enjoy seeing nail polish videos, let me know. I have a few of them. I think this year, 2020, was the year of me buying lots of nail polishes. I think I've bought, I don't know, probably over 30 or 40. I have invested a lot in my nails this year. Probably, and I've worn the most nail polish this year probably in the than I've had in the past 10 years. I don't do my nails that often just because they always chip and look ugly and I don't have time to do them, but now I do have a little bit more time, so it's been nice. Alright guys, please comment, click like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.